buddy. Hi.
My dog is Nikki, and she is a almost 4-year-old Belgian Malinois.
Good girl.
The dogs are another tool that we use, but you know, they're more than just, you know, a tool. They're our dogs. You know, they go home with us. They're always with us. So there's a very special bond between us. Yeah, it's definitely a sense of responsibility, knowing that depending on the situation, it could be me or her that kind of dictate how the rest of the situation is going to pan out. Just keep her nose down on the ground, looking for that scent.
Now, tracking, they actually smell two different things. Now, everyone's made up of different scents. You smell differently than I do. If it's directed to that scent, we'll stay on that scent. What they're scenting is the ground disturbance, the crushing of the grass. They smell that, the movements of the soil, and then they also smell the human scent.
She's on it. She wants to go. She starts jumping up and down, trying to pull me faster.
Our unit is very close, so you know, I'll be sleeping at 3 in the morning and get a phone call from a very excited handler telling me, you know, this is what their dog did. To be a canine handler and be a part of this team is very, very rewarding.
Good boy. Ready? His name is Henry. He is 7 years old. He's a shepherd from Hungary.
Good boy.
It took about a year before I could really understand how he worked and his changes. So he would physically have changes in his behavior. Right now he's tracking, he's looking for scent. I tell him to track and off we'll go. So his nose would come off the ground. He would start to search much higher when we were closer to the person. His tail would stop moving. His posturing would get different. So then I pay close attention to the way he is acting, and that is a telltale sign of we are getting close. Pulling really hard on me right now. Suspect, show me your hands, show me your hands. I'll release the dog and you will be bit. Watch him, watch him. Suspect, show me your hands. Stop, it's the police. Attaboy. He's got him. Good boy. Suspect, stand still. Stop. Good boy. Ah! Good boy, yeah, brah. Yeah. Good boy.
You know, they are trained to bite, and when a suspect's fleeing, there's a lot of circumstances that we take into consideration on the deployment of a police service dog for that apprehension. And you got to put yourself in the minds of the suspect. It would deter me from running, and it has before. And you know, we have police service dogs have this capability of being recalled by the handler. And what that is just in those circumstances where a suspect does give up, we can actually call our dogs back to us prior to them actually making contact with the suspect.
Fui, Getty! Fui here! Getty, la pos.
And that's the only tool in law enforcement that once it's deployed, you can actually call back without it going any further.
It's an ongoing training. We train every week, you know, several times a week. Me and the other canine handler will train together, and then I'll do training on my own. It's quite a process. It's not, a lot of people might think that dogs can just go and do stuff, but it takes a lot to get them to where you can trust them 100%. They know what they're doing. They know what you expect of them.
Oh, good girl!
She's going to demonstrate that she's able to jump over a SUV, a car. So we've got to be prepared for whatever the situation may bring, you know, and she'll be able to jump over that car and we'll engage the suspect from there.
These dogs are used every day in narcotic searches, tracking, building searches, handler protection, article searches. So there's several different things that we use these dogs for, and you know, it makes the community safer, and it makes our job safer having them.
Ongoing training. We train every week, you know, several times a week, but it's quite a process. It's not, a lot of people might think that dogs can just go and do stuff, but it takes a lot to get them to where you can trust them 100%. They know what they're doing, they know what you expect of them.
The scenario we're going to run right now is a drug search warrant. I want to place 2 hides in a house where the handler and the dog do not know where the hides will be. I'm going to hide some cocaine that have been seized off the streets of Holland, and also some marijuana provided by the West Michigan enforcement team. The first hide I'm going to put is the cocaine, and I'm going to hide it in the entertainment center, showing a low hide. We like to typically place narcotics in the lower area, and then medium, and then higher. The marijuana is going to go actually in a higher cabinet.
That's fine, shoot. Here, check. Check in here. Here, check. Check in. Okay. Check up. Good boy, good boy, good boy. So just with him, clearly there's narcotics in this cabinet because he stops. Good boy. And here are the drugs, as Henry's showing you. And it's 43 grams of cocaine. Hey, check. Here. Where is it, buddy? Good boy, good boy. Because he started to search high, and he wanted to get up on that cabinet, as I'm telling him to check here, and that change of behavior I see is he gets in that position, he sits down.
What we're going to do now is we're going to show how we use our dog for building searches. In this scenario, we believe that there's a suspect upstairs. We've called out to him several times, have him come out with his hands up. He's not listening to us. So what we're going to do is walk up the platform here at the base of the stairs. I'm going to give announcements again, ordering him out. If he does not comply, then I will release Nikki, and she will go and search, tell me what door he's at, and then we'll see what the suspect does and how we're going to proceed. Holland Police Department K-9 Unit. Come out the sound of my voice, or I'll release my dog. You will be bit. Holland Police Department K-9 Unit. This is your last and final warning. Come out the sound of my voice, or I'll release my dog. You will be bit. You are under arrest. Is he in there? Is he in there? Go, girl. Nikki! Get him! Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Get him. Get him some. Good girl. Ooh. Suspect, come out with your hands up! Let me see your hands, my dog will bite you! Every time we use the dogs, doesn't mean that somebody's going to get bit, okay? This is apprehension without a bite. We don't want to have to bite anybody. I mean, obviously our dogs, as you've seen, our dogs are able to in certain situations if needed, but the ideal outcome is apprehension without a bite.
What I'd love the community to know is these handlers at 2 in the morning when everyone's sleeping are walking the streets, or they're getting drugs off the streets, or they're tracking suspects that could cause the community harm. we don't want to ever lose our unit because of all the special tools that they have.
Well, Holland's a smaller community, so I think, you know, Holland in general is closer knit than a lot of bigger cities. But it's great to have the backing of citizens, of businesses, business owners. It's a very essential part of this department and this community.
We have a fundraiser, and we do a golf outing every year. This is our 6th golf outing, and that's to help fund and assist the city so we never lose that unit. It accepts donations for the purchase of future police service dogs and trainings and equipment that is way beyond the budget. You can really tell in the community that they want these dogs to make the community safer. I'm very passionate about this unit, so when you get the donations, it's very rewarding that we are doing something good and they want us to stick around.
We've definitely been successful. We've had some good tracks. We've had some good drug, narcotic protections.
It's awesome that the community sees the need for it. So just the awareness of that the Holland Police Department has 2 dogs is a great thing, and that the public supports us.